Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick review of graph transformations, but only for the trigonometric functions, because there's an exercise I'm going to set that's just goes through that basic skill and uses your knowledge of graph transformations and applies it to the trig functions that you've done. So just a couple of examples. I'm going to start with the sine graph. Hopefully you're familiar with the shape of the three trig graphs and you can plot them with a little sketch just to start yourself off. There's a sine graph. There's the values at the nice coordinates, where all the angles are multiples of 90. Then I'm going to apply a transformation. So I'm going to do f of x plus 2. If I can get to it, there you go, f of x plus 2. The function version of that is sine of x plus 2 on the outside. So what that's going to do is that's going to add 2 to all of the outputs, because it's outside the function. So 0 goes to 2, 1 goes to 3, 0 goes to 2, minus 1 goes to 1, and 0 goes to 2. So then when you draw a sketch, you've just got to make sure that all of the very clear coordinates all go to the right spots. So if I plot the graph, then it's not entirely accurate, but you can see where things are meant to go. That 0 there goes to 2. That 1's supposed to go to 3 at the top there. That 0 goes to 2. That minus 1 at 270 goes to 1, and that 0 at 360 is meant to go to 2. So just make sure that your graph has got the right kind of shape and all of the right points are in the right place. Okay, similarly, if I do a stretch transformation, let's put it on the inside this time. So if I do f of 3x, so remember what that means, that's a change to the inputs. It looks as if you're timesing them all by 3, but in fact the result is that they will divide by 3. Here's where the coordinates end up. So you plot it, it's going to squash it in 3 times into the y-axis. So the wavelength gets 3 times as short. So then what you've got to make sure is that all of your roots need to end up in the right spot. So that 180 has become 60. And then that 360 has become 120, and so on. Just make sure all of the roots end up in the right place. The height hasn't changed, so you keep it as 1 and minus 1 for the heights.